Good Sunday evening, friends. How are you? I hope this day is finding you well. It's cloudy, gloomy, and rainy here in Southern Ohio, and it's getting cold. So our week has been super chaotic and hectic and so busy on so many things going on this week, and I've missed you, and I feel like I haven't talked to my friends when I haven't been on here, and I hope you're all doing well. I've missed talking to you. So I have a couple of things I'm going to do here today, so I thought I would kind of do what we're having for Sunday dinner type thing today, because it's kind of a bunch of things rolled into one. So first of all, we're going to start with our veggies. I've really been craving some baked carrots. Now, I know that sounds crazy, but I just absolutely love them. When you bake a carrot, they are so sweet and wonderful. I just love them. So I've been wanting some baked carrots, and I want a baked potato. I never want a baked potato. I'm not a big baked potato fan. Brock loves them, but I really want a baked potato today. So what we're having is we're gonna have some baked vegetables, baked potatoes, and we're gonna do some chicken, and I'm going to bread it. Alicia sent me some breading, and I'm gonna show it to you in a minute, and I'm gonna batter my chicken in that and fry it. So Alicia, thank you. And I'll show you that in a second segment here when we get done with the vegetables. So anyway, I've just got my carrots here. They're just whole carrots. You can buy the baby carrots already peeled and cut up. Now listen, just because I use these and you want to use the others, or if I make gravy and you use it out of the can, don't ever feel bad about that. That's not my purpose. I enjoy canned gravy. I enjoy packaged things. My whole purpose here is, one, to hang out with you, and two, to give you quick recipes that you can throw together in no time and have for your family. How you accomplish that is up to you. So don't ever feel bad if you use something that I don't use, and I'm not going to feel bad if I'm going to use something out of a can, just to let you know, okay? Don't like my recipe. If you're new here, there's 1,000 other recipes you can watch. I mean, I take it or leave it. You may not like me. That's fine. It's okay. It's all right. All right, so back to the recipe. Any carrots you want. I've got whole carrots, and I slice them just so they're easier to bake. And I've got some non-stick Reynolds wrap, my best friend. Now I've got a whole onion here. This is a Vidalia onion, and I want some baked onions. Ooh-wee. I've been looking at all these baked onion recipes, and I was like, oh, I gotta have some. I don't know if I'm gonna do one or two. I'm gonna see. I'm gonna cut it first. So we're gonna just take a whole onion that I peeled, cut both of the ends off. Now you're gonna wanna do a thicker slice because you're kind of doing like a onion steak. So this knife scares me, so I'm gonna concentrate. So we're gonna do wider cuts. So I'm not gonna talk to you while I'm slicing, so I don't cut my finger off. Okay. Go like this. Yeah. Kind of missed the mark on that. Listen, I'm not a professional. You all know that. So I don't have any mad knife skills. So we're just going to cut these onions. And then this, going to kind of come in. Well, that didn't work out good, did it? Okay, let me switch. This is my everyday driver. I use this at work. I'm a little bit more comfortable with this knife. I just didn't want to dirty up another knife because that's the one I use to cut up my carrots. But I don't want to cut my finger off either. I don't want to go to the ER. I got to take my mom tomorrow to get her shot for her back. So I'll already be at the hospital. So I don't want to spend a day at the hospital getting my finger sewed back up. There we go. That's all we're going to do for the onions. I think one onion's enough, because I don't know if everybody else will want it. Just because I'm craving it doesn't mean the rest of the family has to eat it. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to keep it basic for now, because I'm going to do two different things with the onions and with the carrots. I'm not going to put the same seasoning on the onions. Just some olive oil spray, or you can use regular olive oil. I'm just going to use the spray, just so it's easier for me to control. Get those onions, each one of those onions. Now I am going to do salt and pepper on everything. Now don't say she's using a lot of salt. This is super fine salt and it's set to a super fine gauge. So it looks like I'm putting a lot on, but I'm not, okay? All right. Oh, and evidently my battery's dead. Okay, so I'm gonna have to change my batteries. Get my other salt. Pepper. Yeah, let me get my other salt. Alright, I have my pajamas on. I'm not gonna lie. Y'all know it's Sunday. Y'all know I got my pajamas on. Salt those onions. And then I'm going to use on the onions some of this that soup gave me, everything but the leftover seasoning. I'm gonna try that. It's got great things in it that I think are be perfect for the onions. The carrots I'm gonna cook for a while, and when they get softer, I'm gonna do butter and Parmesan cheese on those. But I don't want Parmesan cheese on my onions. I just don't want that. Not today. You, however, at home, spice yours up any way your heart desires, okay? And of course, you know I got my friend paprika. We're gonna hit the onions with some. That smells so, you know what? That sounds like Thanksgiving. Onion, sea salt, ground black pepper, turmeric powder, dried yeast, celery seeds, ground sage, rosemary, thyme, and parsley. Oh, that's why it smells like Thanksgiving. That smells so good. Kind of like stovetop stuffing or the seasoning you put in when you make homemade stuffing. Okay, go. I can't wait. Honestly, I can't wait to eat these onions. All right, so that's it for the veggies. I'm going to put those in a 400-degree oven, and I'm going to get my potatoes, and I'll be right back. Okay, so next up, we're going to do our baked potatoes. Now, I'm going to bake these in my toaster oven while I have the carrots and the onions in the oven. Let me tell you something. I like a baked potato in the oven. I do not like how long it takes. I'm very impatient with that, and I don't know why. It's just a flaw of mine among many. So what I like to do is I like to pre-cook them in the microwave for I have 6 taters, so I put them in for 6 minutes. Now there's only going to be 4 of us, but I always cook a couple extras because I know my husband, sometimes when he's up watching TV late at night, he likes another little baked potato. And my daughter likes to fry one for breakfast the next morning. So I know my family. So I always cook a couple extra potatoes and put them in the fridge because I know somebody's going to eat them. All right, so I'm just going to add a little bit of olive oil to a plate. Okay. This will make a great gift, by the way. Christmas gift. My SPG. Bye, honey. Be careful. Brock's leaving for a few minutes. I'm going to put in that SPG right here. And then we're just going to take our tater, and they're still warm, so it's going to help everything stick to those taters. See that? Ooh-wee. Roll it in the foil. Put it on the pan. That's all you're going to do with the taters. And then I'm going to throw them into my toaster oven, like I said, 400 degrees. Hot potato, hot potato. Okay. That's it. That's all we're going to do. I'm going to wipe my hands off so I can do my clicker. Someone mentioned my clickers one time. I disinfect my clickers. Every time I use them, I have 3 disinfecting wipes. Work great. That's probably why sometimes they stick and don't want to click off. Oh well. Okay, so I'm going to go. I'm going to finish these potatoes, and next up will be the chicken segment. Look, my big girl, I got back here. Okay, so the veggies have come to the point where I've pulled them out. They're starting to get soft. The carrots are the onions are a little softer than the carrots. So what we're going to do now is I've got some butter here. I'm going to put on the carrots. Just going to plop it on. Nothing fancy. You know, earlier, I didn't mean to sound a little snarky when I said, if you don't like what I'm doing, you don't have to watch. And I didn't mean it that way. I just meant I'm not for everybody. You may watch my videos and like, she is so annoying, and that's fine. I'm not offended by that. Everybody has their preferences. Some people like chocolate milk. Some people like Diet Coke. Some people like water. I'm not for everybody, and that's not what I meant. I didn't mean to sound snarky and ungrateful, because I love every one of you who come to watch me and hang out with me in my kitchen. So I didn't want to sound, I wanted to clarify myself, because I didn't want to sound rude. I'm just saying, if you don't like me, that's fine. Listen, I understand. Sometimes I don't like myself. Sometimes I think I'm a little annoying too. So that's what I meant. So, got that said, let's get back to cooking. Got me some butter on my carrots. You can skip this step if you want to. I don't advise it. Now I'm just going to put a little bit on my onions. Oh, wait. I can't wait to eat these onions. Taters in the toaster oven. I always run a sink full of hot water when I start to cook. And that way, while I'm off camera with you guys, I wash my dishes and get my kitchen cleaned up, so that by the time dinner's ready, I don't have a whole pile of dishes to do. So there's a tip for you. That's something I like to do. I like to use the nonstick foil and things like that, so I can just rinse my pans off, and there's minimal cleaning with those. Okay, so there we go. We got our butter on everything. I'm not going to do anything else to the onions but the butter. The carrots, I'm going to add a little bit of Parmesan cheese. Wait, that's going to be so good. This step you could skip, or you could add a little bit of honey. You could add a little bit of maple syrup, or some sugar-free syrup, or some brown sugar. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to add the Parmesan cheese. I'm going to throw these back into the oven. And next step is going to be the chicken. And while I was off camera, I went ahead and filleted my chicken breasts because they were huge. So I've got my chicken breast laying here. And this is the breading that Alicia sent me. Look at this. And I've seen this, but I've never cooked with it. It's called Kentucky Colonel. And she figured, because, you know, my roots, that I've tried this, and I haven't. And she said it's delicious. So I'm excited to try it for the first time. And we're going to do that in the chicken. And I've got my cast iron skillet ready. Okay, so I'm going to go. I'm going to pop, got butter all over my clicker. I'm going to go clean my clicker. I'm going to put my veggies back in the oven, and I'll be back with you in just a minute. We're going to fry up some chicken. So we're back. We're about to fry this chicken. I got my fry apron on. I don't fry things too often here, so the kids are super excited about having fried chicken because, as you know, I don't fry things too often. So I have this, the Kentucky Colonel. Now, Alicia sent this to me from Amazon, so imagine that's where you can find it. So it said to put it in some milk or buttermilk. So to save time, energy, I just put the chicken in a bowl, put the milk in, stirred it up. So you're going to take your chicken out of the milk, drain the milk off. I got a lot of stuff on my counter here, don't I? And you're going to put it in that flour, just like anything else. Now it says it's seasoned, so I don't know if I have to add anything, maybe some salt and pepper. And there we go, we got our first piece. Skillet's hot. I got my big old cast iron skillet back there with some, got the old fashioned tub of Crisco going. Maddie and I were talking about lard. And growing up, my mama, that's the only thing she used to cook things in was lard. And my dad did too growing up. But as he started having health issues and heart problems, my mom kind of got him to veer away from the lard. So there hasn't been any lard use quite a while. I always say I'm going to get me a tub and have it and not use it very often. Because let me tell you what, I probably have to stay home because I don't know if my old stomach could take the lard anymore. Once you're not used to that anymore. But it does taste delicious. All right, there we go. I don't want to overcrowd my pan, so I think I got room for one more piece. And I really wish I wouldn't have poured all this mix out. Because I'm thinking, oh, I hope I don't waste it. You can't reuse it because I put raw chicken in it. One more piece. And there we go. And I'm going to flour the rest. Now I've kept one clean hand here. I've just been using my right hand. So what I'll do is I'll keep this off to the side. And I'll put these other chicken pieces in. And I'm going to give that. The thing with fried chicken is you don't want your heat up too high because you don't want to burn your flour. But you want the chicken to get cooked inside. So you want a medium heat and you don't want to touch it for a while. That's the trick. Don't be impatient like me. I am impatient, but when it comes to frying chicken, you got to leave it alone. Let it sit there and get golden brown. All right, I'm going to finish flouring up this chicken, and I'll be back when we get to a point where you can see what it looks like. Friends, this seasoned flour smells amazing. Now, I've already decided I'm going to get on Amazon. I'm going to order me another box. I'm going to order my mama box, and I'm going to order my mother-in-law box because it says you could use chicken, seafood, fish, pork, or beef. This looks so good. I haven't tried it yet, but I want you to see it. The first half of my chicken is done. I did add some salt, pepper, paprika, but you know I'm going to add my friend paprika. Look at that. Look at that chicken. This pan too, I love to put my chicken on the rack like this in pan. I got this as a set, the pan and the rack. Listen, make a great Christmas gift. So my carrots and onions are done. I shut off my oven, but I kept them in there. I'm going to put the chicken in there also to keep warm while I'm frying the second half. The potatoes are done. They're on warm. So stay with me. Stay here and we'll come back and see how we're going to put all this meal together. It's Sunday supper at Chris's Country Kitchen. Ooh, friends, dinner is ready. Look at this chicken made with this Kentucky's Colonel seasoned flour that Alicia sent me, and I'm ready to taste it. You may hear the washer. Sorry, Maddie's doing her laundry. So we have our chicken here, our baked potatoes, our veggies. Let's get cracking. Now, I love to eat my baked potato skin. So when you do it like that, it's nice and seasoned. Look at those. Look at that brown skin on them taters. So right. Like I said, I've been hungry for a baked potato. I am not normally a baked potato fan, but I'm excited about that. I'm going to get a piece of chicken here. Go. Look at these gorgeous carrots. Can you see those with the Parmesan cheese? Give me some of those. I love a baked carrot. They get so sweet. And the onion, I've been waiting to eat this onion. Some of them got a little crispier than others. That's okay. It's like onion rings. Look at that, friends. Oh my goodness. I don't hardly have room here to try the chicken with the breading. I want to try it for you. Look at that. It's hot. Let me cut it a little bit smaller. Let me tell you something. Every one of my Kentucky ancestors would be proud of this chicken. Every one of my relatives would say, "Yeehaw! That is delicious." Oh yes. Get you some. You will not regret it. Fantastic. Can't wait for the family to try it. I'm in here eating without them. Let's try a carrot. So sweet. You got the hint of Parmesan cheese, that little bit of butter. Perfection. This onion. Y'all know I've been waiting on this onion. I just have to pick it up with my fingers. Oh. It's sweet. It's crunchy. Magnificent. The baked potato. Cut into it. Perfectly done. We got that seasoned skin. I'll add a little bit of butter. Give it a try. Perfection. All right, friends. Here's what's happening in my kitchen. My Sunday dinner. I wish you all could be here and grab a plate and sit down and eat with me. And we'd laugh, and we'd talk, and we'd tell tales. But I'm happy to see you right now here in my kitchen. And I wish I could share it with you. There it is, on my best fine china. Sunday dinner at Chris's Country Kitchen. I love y'all. So happy to be with you today, and I will see you next time. Bye, friends. Get you some of this. Seriously. It's the best. Take it from a hillbilly. Get some of this. It's so